Alright people, so I'm here with your Smackdown review. Haven't done one of these in a while, but I mean, since it's the first Smackdown live, and since it was a draft, I felt this was a necessary show to watch and review. I plan to continue to keep watching Smackdown from here on out, at least for now, at least for the time being. If it gets shitty, I will stop, but it's already shitty, so it depends what I feel like, we'll see, but let's get into the review here. So we start the show with 5 draft picks, being Seth drafted to Raw, Ambrose to SmackDown, Charlotte to Raw, Styles SmackDown, Balor Raw. I want the people I like and the people who are more main eventers to be drafted to Raw, so I don't have to watch fucking SmackDown to get the storyline purposes, and I can watch the people I like on Raw. Because I really don't want to watch 5 hours of WWE television per week. That's a lot of fucking television to watch. So, I'm very happy Seth was drafted to Raw. That was good. However, you got Styles on SmackDown, which Styles and Ambrose both went to SmackDown. So, but Finn Balor drafted to Raw. He is now on the main roster. I think that's good. He's shown talent, so that's good. So, our first match of the night, Cena defeats Luke Gallows in a boring fucking match. Luke Gallows, I think, is not a good wrestler. He reminds me of, a lot of people say Kevin Nash only had 5 moves and he was a boring wrestler. Kind of what Luke Gallows is, a big guy, but he's not really that good. So this match fucking sucked. All these matches tonight seem short, including this one. I don't keep a timer or anything like that, but it seems short. Most of the matches seem short, so this was a 0 out of 5 star match, just shitty. Then we got more draft picks. Reigns to Raw, Cena to SmackDown, Brock to Raw, Orton to SmackDown, New Day to Raw. So I'm going to have to see Roman Reigns now, every fucking week still, so that kind of sucks. Cena's on SmackDown. I'd rather have Cena on Raw, Reigns on SmackDown, because I like Cena better. Brock's on Raw. He won't even be, that was expected. Were they going to fucking put him on SmackDown for the couple times he comes back every year? New Day's on Raw, which is good. And then Orton's on SmackDown, which is good because I don't like him. So, and this all really depends too. Are they going to feature the championship belt on SmackDown, too? Because Ambrose is the champion. So, they should really have 2 belts now since they have 2 brands. Because that would kind of be a pain to have the fucking title belt not on your flagship show. So, then we have Darren Young and Zack Ryder defeating Rusev and Miz. Just a boring fucking jobber fucking tag match, which fucking sucks. 0 out of 5 stars. Just a terrible fucking match. Then we get Bray Wyatt defeating Xavier Woods, and same thing, a pretty boring match. Pretty predictable, pretty ordinary. We all figured Xavier Woods would look scared, and he was. Nothing out of the ordinary here. Bray Wyatt freaks him out a few times. It's nothing entertaining. I'm going to give it 1 out of 5 stars because it does a little bit further the storyline between these two. Because, you still have Xavier Woods afraid of the Wyatt family. But, it was just pretty much an ordinary fucking match here. 1 out of 5 stars. Then we have Owens and Zayn brawling here. And supposedly we were going to get Kevin Owens versus Kane, which would have been a fucking terrible match. But instead we get Owens and Zayn brawling, and then they get into the ring, and then Kane just double choke slams them. Owens telling Kane, "Oh, choke slam him," but then Kane decides to double choke slam both of them at the same time. So pretty every time these two people, it's like every fucking week, all Owens and Zayn do is punch each other. And that, and WWE's like, well, there's your build to the match. All they do every week is fucking punch each other, pretty much. And then get choke slammed by Kane. It's like, it's not entertaining. It's not anything I was really going holy shit during that, because that was so great. It was fucking dumb. That whole fucking short-ass segment was dumb between Owens, Zayn, and Kane. So then we have more draft picks. Sami Zayn to Raw. Happy about that. I like Sami. Bray Wyatt to SmackDown. I mean, I'm not a huge Wyatt family fan, but I mean, he has talent. So, and we'll see if his other two people get drafted with him, because they did more draft picks after the show. So I don't know. Becky Lynch to SmackDown. Sasha Banks to Raw. Don't really care about the fucking divas because they fucking suck. Then Jericho to Raw, which is good because I like Jericho. So then we have the Busty Blonde, Charlotte and Dana defeating Sasha Banks in a handicap match. Another short, boring, totally pointless divas match. 0 out of 5 stars. More draft picks. Rusev to Raw. Not happy. Rusev sucks. Miz to SmackDown. Not a big fan of the Miz, so don't really care. I don't really care about Rusev either because he's not entertaining, but since he's on Raw, you're gonna have to see him. So it's like I do care, but he's a jobber. So it's like I mean I don't fucking care about Rusev because he's a jobber, but you know now I'm being fuck. I'm tired. Literally over the past 2 days, I've gotten about 5 or 6 hours of sleep combined. Let me rephrase that. I do care about Rusev. I care about everybody on this fucking roster. But I care because I don't want to fucking see his fucking boring ass on Raw every fucking week. So I'm not happy about him being drafted to Raw. Like I said, Miz to SmackDown. Kind of happy about that because, like I said, Miz isn't really that good. Kevin Owens to Raw. Very fucking happy that I got to see Kevin Owens drafted to Raw. That I found that out. That I watched that because Kevin Owens is really good. He's one of my favorites, so I'm glad he's on Raw. Corbin to SmackDown. Not a big Corbin fan, so that's good. And Enzo and Cass on Raw. I mean, they're okay, so not a big deal where they went to me. So then we have Y2J defeating Cesaro. And this match was alright. It had some good moves in here. There was a good counter to the Lion Salt. Jericho goes for the Lion Salt, and Cesaro catches him on the second rope and does like a side Russian leg sweep off the second rope, which was a really fucking cool move. But this is what I'm talking about. WWE needs to say, okay, let's have this match just be 15 or 20 minutes instead of like between 5 and 10 minutes this match was. I think. Like I said, don't have a stopwatch, but I know it wasn't really that long. And it could have went 15, 20 minutes on a 2-hour show. That's perfectly acceptable, and definitely between two good wrestlers. But no, it was just an okay match. It could have been a really good match, but no, they have to fucking make it short and cut it off. So I'm gonna give it 2.5 out of 5 stars. Okay match, which could have been really good. Then we have Becky Lynch and Natalya brawling. Again, all they do is much like Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, they just pretty much punch each other for a minute, and that's your fucking segment. You have Natalya and Becky Lynch punching each other for a fucking minute. Fucking dumb. Not entertaining. Then we have the Club drafted to Raw. So that means AJ Styles and the Club are now broken up. So yeah, Club on Raw. Which I'm not a big fan of the Club, so I'm not happy about that really. American Alpha on SmackDown. No, I saw them on I've watched like 1 or 2 of their matches on NXT. They seem like a pretty good wrestling tag team, so it's good they're at that they brought them up. They definitely have talent. Big Show on Raw. Fuck. They really drafted the big shit to Raw. Fuck that. They shouldn't even have just released him. Get rid of him. He could have went undrafted. I mean, fuck. The big shit sucks. Ziggler to SmackDown. I'm a fan of Dolph Ziggler. They fucking wasted him, but I think he still has talent. So I would have preferred him on Raw. Then Nia Jax on Raw. Here we go with the fucking. I believe she's related to The Rock. That whole fucking family, Roman Reigns and shit. So here we go again with another fucking descendant of The Rock or whatever the fuck I believe. But I watched, I think, one of her matches, and she fucking sucks. She's a big fucking girl, and she's not good at all, really. At least that's what I remember. I could be wrong, but it's pretty much what I remember, that she fucking sucked. Then we have more draft picks here. Neville to Raw. Happy, I like Neville. Natalya to SmackDown. I like Natalya, so I would have preferred her on Raw. But then again, it's like the Divas division, so like I was saying earlier, it's not really that big a deal to me. Cesaro to Raw. Are you fucking kidding me? They really have the balls to draft Cesaro this late. So they draft Cesaro after the big shit, after Nia Jax, after fucking Baron Corbin, after The Miz, after Rusev, after Becky Lynch. Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, what a fucking just dumbass thing to do to draft Cesaro this late. I mean, that's like a slap in the face to Cesaro. He's a really good fucking talent. You know, a good amount of people like him. I think a lot of people like him. And they draft him this late. Fuck that. Then we have Del Rio drafted to SmackDown. Not a big Del Rio fan, so this doesn't really make a big deal to me. I mean, he's not horrible, but I really don't care. But I guess I'll say I'm happy that he's drafted to SmackDown because I don't really like him that much. Then Sheamus to Raw. Not happy about this because Sheamus is fucking horrible. He fucking sucks. So, and this man was once champion less than a year ago, and now he's a fucking jobber. I mean, what a fucking shame. But he fucking sucks. So then we have your main event. Dean Ambrose defeats Seth Rollins. This was not like the match they had on Raw. It was shorter, I believe. I pretty much know it was shorter. It was less entertaining. You know, Ambrose just wins normally there with his Dirty Deeds finisher at the end, so nothing out of the ordinary. Match was pretty ordinary as well, like the actual wrestling. Pretty much a lot of typical fucking moves, nothing really that cool. So I'm going to give it 1 out of 5 stars. Not really that good a way to end the show. Pretty much just a typical fucking match. Even though the title was on the line, still a fucking typical match. And overall, the show was fucking garbage. I mean, this whole draft pick thing. Sorry, I had to stop there for a minute, but like I was saying, with the draft picks, it's nothing really that entertaining. You know that, okay, either Seth Rollins is going to get drafted to Raw or SmackDown. It's either going to be one or the other, A or B. It's 2 options. It's like it's not like, oh, you know, it's not like I'm really that excited. Oh, where's Rusev gonna go? Where's Zack Ryder gonna go? Where's Darren Young gonna go? It's not like it's, you know, anything to really look too forward to. I mean, I guess the more main eventers, more talented people, you're kind of hoping go one way or the other, but it's still nothing really that entertaining. And for the whole, you know, for the show, the actual wrestling matches, they fucking sucked. They were fucking bad. I thought they could have went longer in a lot of cases. Like Ambrose and Rollins could have went longer. Cesaro and Y2J could have went longer. But yeah, the show fucking sucked. I'm gonna give it a half star out of 10. Shitty ass show. Like I said, the draft, the whole show was pretty much branded around the draft. It was built around the draft, and the draft was, like I said, nothing entertaining. It's like you either get 2 options. Either you're going to Raw or SmackDown. It's not like it's, again, you know what's going to happen. And you know it's not going to be anything entertaining. And it wasn't. I mean, I guess you could argue the NXT guys. I mean, that was kind of, you know, something that made it a little bit interesting. Like Balor, you didn't know those guys. But I mean, overall, the draft was just a draft. It was just, you know, oh, we're picking this guy, we're picking this guy, we're picking this guy. It's nothing entertaining. So there you go, people. There's your SmackDown review.